Hey guys, the good folks over at TESmart gifted me this KVM switch to do a little box opening and to get it hooked up and tell you what I think about it. So let's get it opened up and get it hooked up. See how well it works. It says enjoy TESmart, claim your spot before it's gone. Have our user guide here. I have never had one of these, so I really don't know what all you get. So we're just going to start with the smallest box and work our way up. Okay, this is our power adapter. Comes with a little sticky pad thing. Our next box, we have some HDMI cables. HDMI cable here. And okay, let's check this out. Okay, we have one with a plug like this and HDMI. And on the other end, it's a USB-A and an HDMI. Let's see what this one is. Maybe the same thing. Yep, it's the same thing. Not real sure how this is going to go. We'll just leave those out because I may be needing them here in a moment. And I believe this should be our switch itself. And it's, whoa, there's more boxes and that's heavy. There was another box. We'll get to those in just a moment. Oh, it's a remote control. This is pretty fancy. Hope I'm not getting that. That's pretty heavy. Let's see what this one is. More cables. Okay, these are DP cables. So we've got the HDMI and the USB-A and then the DP cables. Now our KVM switch. Tell you what, that thing is kind of heavy. The reason why I was needing one is because I have a mini PC that's a pretty good one. And I've got my desktop, and I would like to be able to switch between, because I do a lot of video editing and a lot of photo editing, basically for thumbnails, for videos, and I needed to be able to switch back and forth. Plus, if something goes wrong with my big PC, I don't have to worry about hooking all that up, or unhooking all that and hooking it all up. I'll already have it all hooked up here. I can just unplug that and take it to the shop, or do whatever repairs I need and move on. Okay, we got some different ports back here. I'll bring the camera up a little closer and we'll go over these. Really fancy looking. Okay, right here we have our 3.5 millimeter audio and mic plug. It says it has an RGB LED light strip across here. We'll see. We have two USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports right here. And we have our keyboard and mouse inputs. And a little LED light right here. This will be the audio. These are the display status indicators. This will be for our infrared receiver, our remote basically. Input selection button and our power switch. It says on the power switch, hold it for 2 seconds to initiate it. Some nice ventilation here on the side and more ventilation on this side. Okay, on the back we have our LAN port right here. Just below that will be our DC plug, power plug. Here we have two HDMI ports. And this is the KVM import groups. This is that little funny looking plug and another one right there. You have your HDMI right there and your DP there. Same thing here, HDMI and your DP. So that covers all the ports. Let's see if we can get it hooked up and make it work. Okay, what you're looking at right here are all these yellow lines. If you just look at them, they're pretty simple. This is the back of the switch, what you're looking at, the black box right there. And you can see the HDMI B cord running over to the HDMI on the back of the mini PC, which is the white one. And then you can see your HDMI cords and your DP cord running to the back of it. That's all you need to do. And I've got that hooked up to PC too. And if you'll notice, the two cords on the left of the PC2 and PC1 is the cables running from the switch to your monitors. And right here is the back of my main PC. Now I've got the DP on the right there and the HDMI on the left. And then your USB cord is going to run from your USB-B port on the back of the switch to your USB-A port on the back of your computer. And that is basically it. It's really quite simple if you just stop and think about which one goes which. Don't worry, just do one at a time, and don't worry about looking at the big picture. Just do one thing at a time. Now, As you see in the sample right here, the EDID is basically making it where it'll switch from your secondary computer to your primary computer, and it'll keep all of your monitor settings the same. You have, with the TESmart one, it will keep all your display settings right. You keep all your icons lined up and your screen resolution, all that intact, where other switches may not do that. Not all of them are equal, that's for sure. So that's basically what that EDID is. You can kind of see in the picture the difference there. Now, one of the cool things is when you are, like when I'm working like this and I get frustrated and I want to do something different, I can just take my remote control, and in this case, I can hit number 2, and I can go over to us and do some gaming, play games, rest, whatever you want to do. If you want to watch YouTube videos per se, but you don't want to close out your other applications or whatever, and you don't want to switch all that, all you have to do is just take your remote, or you can use the little orange button on the front of the switch. But if you just have your remote, you just click it to 2 on this case, or back to 1 and go back to work. And see, if you notice, it keeps all these settings. And that computer, the mini computer that we're doing the game on, has a different resolution as my big computer. That makes it really nice and convenient right there in the palm of your hand. That's the nice little LED lights across the bottom here. Definitely a thumbs up. I'm really digging this. I like it and I highly recommend it. If you'd like to get one of them for yourself, I'll put a link down in the description where you can order yours today. Also, if you got any value at all out of the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so yet. I would appreciate it. I am an Amazon associate, so any qualifying purchases that you may make through any of my Amazon links, I will receive a small commission from. Thanks for watching.